Hi guys, Halina here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some Gossip Girl memes, so stay tuned. Okay, so I recently binged Gossip Girl like at the end of 2020 because it was leaving Netflix. And I have to say, I don't know how like I missed the trend. Like I feel like I was like right like on the age group that I should have been like watching Gossip Girl, but I feel like nobody in my age group was watching Gossip Girl. But I did. I missed the trend. But I don't know. It was a pretty interesting show, despite the ending, which I had some issues with, and I will get to that at some point. Yeah, I figured I'd look at some Gossip Girl memes and just react to those. So, yeah, let's take a look. Rufus and Lily together complicates the Dan and Serena dynamic, but Dan and Serena sharing a blood sibling does not. Yeah. I mean, well, considering the blood sibling was only like a plot for like a week, yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's like on Riverdale, right? Jughead and Betty share a blood sibling too, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't seem to complicate things at all. Like, I mean, it's weird for sure both ways, but it's a little less weird like if you weren't raised as step siblings, like if your parents are together, and like, I don't know, but I mean, it's a little weird both ways, but like, it's a little less weird. Both of these are weird, but like, yeah, I think definitely the blood sibling. I literally can't even remember his name. Like, I feel like I literally just watched a Gossip Girl too, and like, I can't remember his name. That goes to show you how much of a plot he was. What was his name? I feel like he should have been in it more. Like, if they really wanted, like, why introduce him if you weren't gonna like use him? Like, he wasn't even in the final episode. Like, for the wedding. Like, he wasn't even in there. And it was like, are you kidding me? Okay. Find out that my girlfriend may be pregnant through Gossip Girl. I'm Gossip Girl. See. Here we go. This is my issue. Okay, so. Dan being Gossip Girl poses so many problems. Everybody's like, no, it makes perfect sense. Like, there's so many clues as to Dan being Gossip Girl from like episode 1. And it's like, yeah, there's clues to Dan being Gossip Girl and everything like that. But there's also like 9,000 different plot holes to Dan being Gossip Girl. Like, and they didn't address it because like it was revealed in like the last episode. Like, when so much other crazy stuff was happening and they had to get through the wedding and everything like that, and it's like, it didn't make any sense. I'm so mad. I don't always blog, but when I do, I act like I don't. That's so true. All about that past, no Humphrey. Oh man. I mean, look, Chuck was not a good dude. Dan was not a great dude either. But both of them were not great dudes in different ways. Like, Chuck was sort of like a manipulative, abusive jerk. And Dan, I mean, like, he literally, like, he spread so many, like, secrets and everything about, like, his girlfriends and everything on Gossip Girl, as Gossip Girl. Like, it's like, yeah, like, there are some things that you need to keep, like, between you and your partner, and he's like, nah, that's not happening. And it's like, no, like, Both of them were not great dudes, but I think Dan was a little less of, the jerk. But, ooh, Chuck is so pretty. You have to keep me away from Chuck for the next 24 hours no matter what. But Miss Blair, don't Miss Blair me. The only way to be done with this is to have a vasectomy. The bass puns were such a good part of Gossip Girl. They were. I love the bass puns. They were. But like Dorota was like the best character on Gossip Girl. And Dorota should have 100% been Gossip Girl. We watched the entire series to find out it's Dan. You're surprised. Imagine how the writers felt. Okay, was this the one that Blake Lively did? I feel like this is the one Blake Lively did. Was this the meme that Blake Lively did? Somebody tell me. Am I right? Because there was a meme that Blake Lively did, and I think this is the one. Somebody tell me. Nobody's going to tell me right now, but somebody tell me in the comments. Am I right? Yeah. I mean, we watched the entire series to find out it's Dan. Really? I don't even know how I managed to avoid spoilers watching it this late in the game, too. Like, I watched the whole series and I didn't even know it was Dan until, like, the final episode, too. And it's like, how did I manage to avoid spoilers? Like, I feel like maybe because I wasn't actively looking for them and I wasn't actively involved in it in the past. Like, I don't know. How did I not know that it was Dan coming into it this late in the game? I'm impressed. Like, I don't even know how I managed to not know that. Boy writes a blog in which he constantly humiliates you. Marry him. Exactly. This is the problem. Dan and Serena. I cannot get behind Dan and Serena, just like I cannot get behind Chuck and Blair. And I know those are very unpopular opinions, and I don't care. I cannot get behind them because, oh my gosh, they are so bad. Because these men are horrible to them. And it's like, find yourself men that love you. Not ones that constantly, like, berate you and humiliate you and abuse you and, don't do that. Everybody deserves somebody who loves them. Not someone who abuses them and humiliates them and, manipulates them and stuff like that. And that goes for everybody in the real world too. All of you watching, you all deserve love. You all deserve somebody who loves you. Find that. Yeah. Okay. I hate being on Gossip Girl. Becomes Gossip Girl. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish in many ways that Georgina was Gossip Girl, like, because when that reveal happened, I was like, oh, that makes total sense, and then it was like, oh, but it wasn't originally Georgina, like, and it was like, but, like, it kind of makes sense, like, and it's like, no, Georgina, like, hacked it, and it's like, but, like, why couldn't we just have it be Georgina, like, we could have had it be Georgina the whole time, and then it's like Georgina hands it off to, Serena, and then so on and so forth. Like, why did we have it be Dan? Like, oh, why did we have it be Dan? Or we could have had it be Dan, like, at first, and then once, like, things were good or whatever, he, like, handed it off to somebody else or whatever. Like, I don't know. This show didn't make any sense. Oh, I'm so frustrated with the show. When your friend says that they're too full of dessert, you don't give up just because things are hard. When your friend says they're too full for dessert. Dessert. You're never too full for dessert. I mean, the only way you're too full for dessert is if you're at, like, a fancy restaurant and you've already spent, like, $100 on a meal and you're like, yeah, I really don't have an extra $20 to spend on a slice of cake. Like, That's the only time you're too full for dessert. Like, but otherwise you're never too full for dessert. You eat smaller meals so that you have room for dessert. Hates the Upper East Side, surrounds herself with them every day. Okay, now I will justify this by saying that Vanessa surrounds herself with the Upper East Side, probably because Dan is with the Upper East Side. But then again, she surrounds herself with everybody who is not Dan in the Upper East Side, so it's like, yeah, okay, maybe. I don't know, there were a lot of things that didn't make sense in Gossip Girl. But funny fact, the only reason I started watching Gossip Girl was because I found out that Kristen Bell was the voice of Gossip Girl, and I was like, okay, well now I gotta watch this because I love Kristen Bell. So I was like literally like watching Gossip Girl because Kristen Bell was the voice of Gossip Girl, and like literally like she wasn't in Gossip Girl except for like that brief tiny moment at the end. But I was watching Gossip Girl because Kristen Bell's voice was in Gossip Girl. And then I mean I did fall in love with like everybody else and everything like that, but like I started watching Gossip Girl because Kristen Bell's voice was in it. Funny fact. Yeah. Chuck voted Blair for prom queen 150 times and you can't even text me back. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Chuck was sweet at moments, but like I said, Chuck was still abusive. Chuck was still manipulative. Chuck still sold Blair for a hotel. And he still threw her against the wall. Like, we can't forgive him because he voted Blair prom queen 150 times when he sold her for a hotel. No, I ain't forgiving that. Although this is a good one. Yeah. Find yourself a guy who will vote for you for prom queen 150 times. Yeah. As long as they don't throw you against a wall or manipulate you or sell you for a hotel, but yeah. As long as they're nice and they'll vote you for prom queen 150 times and, you know, yeah. See, this is the only moment that Kristen Bell appears on screen. Of course I won't say anything. Also me 5 seconds later. Hey Upper East Siders, Gossip Girl here. This is literally the only time Kristen Bell appears on screen and I'm like, yes! And I'm like literally like, it would have made more sense if we literally had Kristen Bell being Gossip Girl. Like I'm like literally like sitting there like anybody would have made more sense than Dan. Like, I'm like, Kristen Bell! Like literally we could have had like anybody. Oh my god, I love Kristen Bell. Hasn't graduated from college. Editor-in-chief of a magazine. Yeah, that's what Rich does. I know. Isn't it nice when you don't have to graduate from college and you can still get good things? Gossip Girl hates me. I am Gossip Girl. That's how you deflect things. You make them hate you. It's like, I can't be Gossip Girl because Gossip Girl hates me. So that is it for the Gossip Girl memes. Let me know, did you guys watch the Gossip Girl when it was on the air? Did you guys watch it on reruns? What do you guys think? Should Gossip Girl have been Dan? Who should it have been instead? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you be notified when I upload my latest videos. You can check out some more memes by clicking here. And follow all my socials. The link is in the description down below. And I will see you all in another video. Bye, guys.